Okay. Maybe we start bringing this stone in instead then. I don't know if it'll pay for itself. Like, if there was more, if we were bringing stuff back, yes, but just taking stone from here to here, no. Oh, it looks amazing, but Tuscan, thank you 57. Tomato, thank you for 8 months. I like what the new game's called. I think it's amazing. Thank you. Imp, double top with a tier 2. Thank you very much, Imp. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, exactly. It's a one-way trip with stone. It's not worth the money. You'd be better off trucking that to there and just shipping it here. Yeah, the trains can go upwards, but the gradient's limited, Mizard. There's only so much gradient a train can deal with. And it's like a few percent, you know? So, do we bring stone in from there? Oh, there was a stone quarry down here. Or do we just truck it all the way from there to there? I think a crazy truck road would be better. But then, you know, why not just truck it from here? It's nearer anyway. I think we just truck it from here. I mean, you could even truck it to a drop point here and then have a pickup point there and truck it on that side. You could even do that. Also, anything this produces is not going to land there, so that's a mistake. That truck station won't work because this factory will not output to there. Grain and stone use gondola. Yes. I think we're going to need a road connection that goes over the top. We could even come in that way, to be fair. Yeah, we're going to have to put that truck stop on this side just to get access to this. And then we're going to have to sort of build a road bridge over the top that way, I think. I was just thinking in my mind how it would work. Right, once we get a 100k road going. That level? Is that high enough? Something like that. You've done it before. You can't build bridges. You cannot build bridges directly over stations. No, you won't be able to go over there, but you can do this. And then we just drop down into there. Just get rid of that. Upgrade their road for free. And then get rid of this lot. We'll leave that. So take the stones to the food plant and add an extra stop at the com plant with the trains. We could do it that way, Benner. I'm a bit worried about interfering with that line because I've already got other plans for it. But I think this is probably the easiest drop. And then we just get the stone from here to here. That's what I'm thinking. So if we connect... that. And then we can carry on with it. Make sure Lower Newport News is connected to the street network. I've never seen that before. Is that new? Interesting. I've never had it do that to me. Okay, so we may as well, if we can come in past there, do that, that should connect that in. Wait. When I'm clicking on that, why does it not show me what the... Why does it not show me the stations that are highlighted? It used to do that, didn't it? When you click on this, isn't it supposed to highlight those? Truck stones from top of the hill to the food plant and use the empty grain carts or existing to haul to the combat factory. Truck stones from here to the food plant. This one. Then use empty grain carts on existing trains to haul it to the combat factory. I mean, that... Yeah, okay. So what you're saying is use the fact that we've already got grain cars here to bring the stone back to the... So make an extra stop here. I think that would work. So what K11's suggesting is if we truck the stone from here and drop it at the station here, then because on the return journey this train is only carrying food in the box cars, the grain cars are empty, so the gondolas are empty, but the gondola can take stone, can't it? I think the gondola takes stone, so we could use it, these trains, make an extra stop there and drop the stone off here and then carry on, which makes better use of these trains. Yeah, because they're not being used. Those cars are literally empty all the way back. So now we get more profit on an existing line. Yeah, exactly, which is good. So I like that. It's a good suggestion. So I think we'll do that. We'll truck the stone down to here and then let that thing pick it up and make an extra stop. That generates the con mat, which we can then truck into this town. And then we'll figure out the rest. Sorry, Bennett, if that's what you meant, I do apologise. My head... I've had 2 nights of very, very broken sleep with my cough and chest and everything. And my brain is still tired. I'm not thinking brilliantly yet. I'll get there. But yeah, you might have to say things 3 times before it finally sinks in. Right. Right, so we'll put one of these up there. We're going to need to have one platform. Let's put the road this way. CS Fatman, thank you for half a year. Gigs11, thank you for 5 months. Ooh, that's a nice tanker. That's good as well. The EMD, that is a lovely locomotive. Glad to see us got that one. Let's try and get this connected. So down here, should we just come straight into here? Truck stop. Get rid of that. And then we're not ever going to build that way in the train. It's never going to happen. So we come straight down here. We also use alternative platforms. You don't get trains waiting while loading to create more capacity. Yeah, that's what we used to have. I could switch them back over now because we're not going to do what we thought we was going to do. Actually... We'll just give him a loop. Yeah, I'm just going to put a an unload point like here and send him on a loop. Oh, wrong one. What the? Right. Have that coming in, have that going out. We'll put a couple of those in just to buffer things for us. Ooh, that's a heck of a rise. A new industry. Okay. Von Kel, thank you for 5 months. Matt X, thank you for 3. Thank you, guys. Right. So that establishes that to there. So all you've got to do is move that stone. Put that in there. We need a truck station? Truck depot? Where's our depot? What's over there? Yeah. Right, we'll put another one down here. Okay, Seattle apparently. Let's see. Truck, we're going to have Seattle stone. Seattle stone. Give it a nice grey colour. From here to here. Let's do that then. DK Trucker, thanks for 49 months. You just got back from taking the dog to the groomers. Poor sob was shivering like a leaf, clawing at the door. Aww. What did they do? What did they do to her? Right, let's have it wait for full, but only for like 60 seconds. Just get some stone. So wait for full here. Going to drop it all off down here. We're going to have to waypoint that because I don't like what it's doing. And then we want Fargo Conmat. Which is traditionally red. We're going to pick up from here. Make that wait a bit longer because it's got to wait for the train to bring it. There's no point going into town if you don't need to. And then that's going to drop. I think we'll have to reposition that. Could we have a loop somehow? This combat area has grown a little bit, and I suspect it'll grow out this way. So maybe if we put it like that, so instead of going here, go here. I think that'll be better. Get rid of that. That's a better drop point. Because I expect the town will build like that. What we're trying to do, trying to get some combat down there. And the last thing we need to do is to get this train here. So on the expectation that that will start picking up stone, it'll take whatever is available and then it'll make an extra stop. Doesn't like that, does it? Why doesn't it like that? I'm not really sure why that's just decided to be very confused. Did I catch it at a bad time? So with this one, we can flick it back to platform 1 with an alternative of platform 2. We can use that side now. So I want it to only unload the stone. That's all I want it to do. Is it the ordering? I don't know. Like, it's really weird. From the halt to the exchange and then back to West Covina Central, I don't see the problem. I think the game's being a bit weird. He's confused now. But that's fine. Anyway, let's get some stone trucks going. got any specialist ones? Yes, we do. They can start moving that. We need some combat trucks, which are these. They can carry 16. We can either go specialized or non-specialized. Passenger platforms, I don't believe so. Thank you, Abducted Llama. Have a good day. So he should stop now, even though he won't have anything to drop off. For some reason he's got grain. I think that's because that's the train that was confused. Okay, that's working fine. I think we'll have to do some busing. Does auto sit work in the beta? Auto sit. What's that, Casper Dog? Oh, also SIG. I don't know. I think it does. I started with it last week, but then I was getting crashes and I couldn't figure out what the crashes were, so I turned it off. But I don't think the crashes were caused by autosig, so I think autosig probably works, but I can't tell you unless I re-enable it. Autosig is working, but it does crash sometimes. Okay. Do you not find that it crashes sometimes? Or not? Okay, we need to build this over here at some point. Let's see what's going on. So, we have a consumer. Nice. Stone is going. We need a lot more than this. Double that. It seems to freeze the game on occasion. Is the author still working on that mod? Do you think he'll update it? Autosig seems to crash even outside the beta. I never had a problem with it, if I'm honest. Right, let's have a look at some passenger stuff. We've got a little bit of passenger transport going around, but we have quite a bit of passenger transport going this way. Mostly, they are going to West Covina. Interesting. Very interesting. West Covina has a fair amount of activity, with a fair amount going, blimey, to Austin. Yikes, that's a long way. Possible future passenger transport. I think should establish a bus station now in the early game. Might put the bus station out here because I don't expect the town to build that way much, and I think we'll probably get a train line here later. So I think I might put it out this side. Out the way a little bit. Also, what is going on with this road? Most of the transport seems to be down the middle here, but it's all heading outbound. I think if we can collect passengers up and then hub them to here and then transport them that way, that'll probably work. As long as appears to be playing TFT right now according to Steam, so if autosig really is causing issues, it'll probably be fixed. Gotcha. Right, where can we do a loop? I think we can probably pick people up like that. If we have that going in that way, coming across there, I think we'll reconfigure this. Let's get rid of that road. And do that with it. And that gives us a better circuit. We'll upgrade these while it's quite cost effective. Christian Spiel, thank you for 55 months. I tend not to lock my roads, no. I tend not to. I've not really found the need to. Why, do you lock yours? I think I'll stop there. Should do it for now. Okay, there's passenger buildings. Oh, passenger buildings. Amazing. Amazing. Right, Newport. Should call this. We'll just do a clockwise for now. I don't think we need both. Yeah, there's a campaign, if you want to play the campaign. It's okay. sure about this road network. I think I might just get rid of this. Do better than that. Cool. All right, let's get a few buses going. Not that they ever make good money. 35 grand a year? I can't remember what colour they were. Blue. Okay, they'll just run at a loss, but they'll help the town a little bit. I did do Paul. I played it a little bit, but not a lot. Right, how are we doing on the stone thing now? That should have started to establish itself. Oh, he's got some stone, look. 19 stone right there. Oh, yeah. We've even got a combat truck. We have action. It's actually producing. Only shipping 20, though. Oil well will close. Oh, well, not too fussed about that oil well. There's another one here. One here. It's a shame because there's actually a fuel run there. Actually, there's no fuel. Who consumes that? Oh, there's a refinery right outside of town. You could bring crude to there and then bring that oil to here and sell it into Salinas, but it's not big. But you could bring it back to Baton Rouge as well, and that's not very big at all. Yeah, it's a very isolated city. I think we're just going to have to let it run. This port town interests me. At some point we need to get Palm Bay going. Yeah, it's too far away for us to be worried about. We could save it with a truck, but, you know. I'm sure there's opportunities later. Look, there's crude here and refineries here. We're not struggling. How's that getting on, by the way? Needs a bit more demand. Yeah, that has a lot more capacity in it. We can ship more fuel out of here. Because at the moment we're bringing it back to there, aren't we? And then I think that moves it. So it gets dropped off, picked up and brought into here. It also gets brought back that way. The GM Fishbowl, a brand new bus, just when we bought some. There's a lot of tools building up here. I think we need more trucks on this. What is that? There's an Opel Blitz tarpaulin truck. That's that one. Capacity 1260 Ks. We'll do that. Right, now West Covina needs a PAX run as well. I have done Mad South African. Well, do you feel like it's going to crash? Hey Vishy, how you doing? Yeah, West Covina's doing well. I think if we look at the PAX situation, there's a lot of opportunity going on. A lot of the traffic goes back south, which we can definitely do an intercity PAX run. We've got a fairly quick bus now. But we need to get established here with a bus station. Given that we put one here, I'm thinking the train at some point, if we have one, will go out that side. We're not ever going to come this way, are we? If you ever want to go up to New Orleans, we're going to have to come through that train line. That's going to be awkward. I think the train line would ideally be here. That's going to be a real pain. Looks like it's sending fuel through the food trucks in the West Covina. It shouldn't be, should it? Yeah. Which then negates the whole fuel truck thing. And the problem is with that is they then drop it into the wrong place as well. So I think in terms of a bus hub, we're going to have it outside of town here. It's probably the best place for it. Let's go with that. We'll stick another platform like that. Have a large PAX there. Get rid of that. Too much slope. Oh, God. I didn't spot the hill. God, that's annoying. Okay, well, they're not using that yet. So we'll take liberties. Go that way. I think we get these roads bigger now while we still can. Okay, so that gives us a hub. So now we're going to think about some kind of a bus circuit. So West Covina is getting quite big. I think we may need a circuit this way and then another one down here. So what if we go along the top there? one circuit. And then... do another. Thank you, Charge Cookie. Thank you for 86 months. Right, West Covina. So we'll call it north and south. And we'll go... Oh, you scumbag. I hate it when they do that. I wish, you know what I wish? Because right now, if I want to make that come this way, I have to come out of here, go into the build menu, find the waypoint, drop the waypoint, come back into the line manager, find the line, edit the line. I wish I could just grab hold of that and drag it here and it would just automatically drop a waypoint there. That would be so nice. This is in need of an upgrade. I don't think we can build bus lines yet either. This is going to be expensive. Look at that. 3.3 million. It's only going to get more expensive, but, you know, later on we'll have the money for it. Right, you can go from here to that one. That one, that one, that one. So that'll serve that side. It might do, Ryant. I don't know. We'd have to pay attention. It might upgrade the road. So we've got 3 platforms. Are we using both? Yes. So the next platform is going to be from the intercity route. We could swing a road back that way, or drop them out this way, possibly. So we could do something like that. Working different. Do it like that. And then, because we know there's demand here, because we've seen the demand here, we put buses between them. So this is Newport to West Covina. And I think they've got some fast buses for this, which are these. So I don't know, we'll stick like 4 on there maybe, see how it goes. Start making a dent in the private transport. They'll probably run at a loss for a while. Okay, right, how's the stone situation? Bad. How many platform pickups have we got? Right, so if we add 3 platforms, we should now be able to tell this thing to use the other 2. So they should be able to in tandem load. Gabby, thank you for 22 months. Salinas. Right now, I think they're just waiting to load, aren't they? Okay. Let's drop the frequency on that. It's like 20 seconds. Let's get the throughput going. There you go. So that'll help the load time because they're using the different platforms now. No, they don't do that, Greenfellow. They never have. So before this beta, right, they would sit there and load one at a time. Even though the platform's massive, you only ever load one truck at a time. With the new update, you can now tell them to load at multiple platforms and they will in parallel load, which is a huge change. You can imagine what a huge change that is. Because the only way around that before was to create 2 lines or 3 lines. It was nuts. Right, so let's see what the demand is like. So it's okay, but not amazing. I can do a similar thing down here. So they do have to wait, unfortunately. The update is not on the main branch, but you can opt into it, Peta. If you go to Steam, Properties on the game, and then look at the betas tab, you can opt into the live, what's it called? Go to betas, testing, external testing it's called. You can opt into it and play it. Just bear in mind, if you've got any mods that do scripting, they may not work, or crash or something. Right, how is Newport? Okay, so Newport's getting a reasonable amount of combat. So I think we're at the point where we need to create more demand on the combat. So let's try and get some stuff down to Fargo. Because Fargo's got a big demand for combat, which is approximately, I'd suggest a drop point of about here would work. So I think we need a truck station for this thing. We have a truck drop there. I think we might have to upgrade it so that we've got a proper setup going. Quickly pause this because I have to break some stuff. So we'll ditch that. Okay, I think that's fixed it. Okay, they're all connected. I assume this is Skylines? No. I wish console let me build more than 9 area. It's not Skylines. Graphically, not too dissimilar, but it's Very different game. Okay, I think we need a better road here. Ooh, new industry. So again, we're going to need a bus service here at some point. It doesn't show a game at your end. Really? What are you watching on? Browser? Tablet? Right, so if we can get combat from here to here, we can drop it in there. So the way to do that is, I think we said we're going to use these trains, didn't we? Because combat will sit on those cars at the back, I think. The same car that you use for logs and planks can take combat. So all we really need to do is drop it off here. That's getting quite full. I think we can replace it with all that, can't we? Probably do, green fella. Neon Razor, thank you for subbing. Welcome. Gabby, thank you for 22 minutes. I think we need another another platform here. More or less as a drop point. I've changed my mind actually. I was going to send the combat trucks into there and drop them off, but these trucks can wait for 6 minutes and they might create a queue. So I think what we'll do instead is just have a stop point. So I need to get them out of here, and then they need to take a branch line this way. I just need them to be in catchment to that station. Thank you for 26 months, Ethan. Oh, it just annoys me the way you can't do this. Okay, nothing broken. Cool. So what we'll do, we'll come along here and then drop the combat there. That'll go into that platform, get picked up by that train, moved down to here, and then we'll need to create a drop from here to here. That's the plan. So this is going to be trucks. It's going to be Fargo Combat. So when they get to Upper Fargo, we'll tell them to wait because they might have to wait for a while. And then they'll go and drop that off. So we'll create a single truck just to get that going. That's the drop for that. So now, if we can supply here, it will automatically move. So the pickup from here is interesting because maybe we need more platforms for this. Mr. Langeveld, how are you doing? So what we'll do is we'll give that one the primary line here with a secondary there. Then we'll give this one a primary line here with a secondary there. I think that should work. We'll see what happens. Hang on a minute. It's not right. Why is that called? That's better. When do they choose to go to secondary? That, I don't know. I don't know. If it's available, I think. So if there's nobody in there, they'll go there. Is how I understand it. Let's see. Go export. So it's going to go from here to here. So we'll set that one platform 3 and we'll give it a secondary platform 2. So platform 2 is like is shared between two lines. This could be interesting. Okay, let's see what happens. What we're trying to do is increase the demand on this. So that it starts to make more. And that way it'll need more stone. Because it's not really producing that much right now. In fact, I dare say that line is probably... Yeah, it's not even breaking even. So let's see what this says now. There you go, Fargo. So it's allocating Conmat to Fargo now. So that's increasing the demand. Because it now knows that if it can move Conmat to here, it can get it down to here and then over to here. But West Covina also needs Conmat, so we need to figure that out too. There you go, 71. So 60's going there. That number's going up. That'll hit 100, then it'll level up. Will the combat train to Fargo not cut into the log supply? It will a little bit, yes. It will definitely do that. So, at the moment, that's filling up on logs. And once combat starts to appear here, it's going to start fighting to go on the back of this train. Dear me. So how do we manage that then? We could get bigger trains. Because effectively what we're saying is there's more capacity now. There's more demand on this line. Yeah? We need to move more stuff. So those trains are quite small. So we could put a lot more cars on the back of that, but then we're going to need different locos. So it might be time to just replace the trains with, you know, quicker ones. Put lots of cars on the back, up to 240 meters. And then we've got huge capacity to move the logs and the combat. But that's going to get pricey. Because we have 3 of them. Hey, Chris.
Afternoon, Paul and chat. I will mostly just be lurking today, so enjoy the peace and quiet from me, Kapalal.
Oh no. How will we cope? What train has that got on the back right now? That's the Alco HH600. Which is that? Just 80 Ks. 273 a year. I can do 105 Ks. But the wagons... Oh, they do 120. So... That's 21 million. It's 238 meters, $21 million train. So 3 of them is $63 million. You can do that, Kieran. You can edit them, mate. Yes, quite right. But it doesn't negate the fact that we still have a lot of logs that we need to move. So we could try replacing with just 2 of these and see how we get on. So we've got 3 trains at the moment. We could get rid of 1, put 2 on there instead. That's one way of doing it. But yeah, we can basically adjust this and say, you know, we don't want you to load 100%. We want you to load 80%, and then it will allow 20% for combat. That's got 10 cars at the moment. Got 2 locos. I don't think it gets anywhere near its top speed either. The Vanquish, thank you for 73 months. What we'll do, we'll let this come in, sell it, and then replace the other 2. So there's some combat appeared now. Oink. Right, you 2. Okay, so when it gets into Newport News, we'll say 90%. If you leave that on 100, does it just pad up to the 10%? What's it going to try and do? Right, there's some appeared here. Why have you got nothing? It's supposed to be allocating 47 to the line. I didn't tell it to wait. Right, so he's put a little bit of cheeky combat on the back there. Look at that. Let's see what speed he gets up to. Autosave. I have got some mods, yes, Mickey. Not too many. There's the increase in income from the extra capacity. And there's the increase in expenditure from running a GP9. Now, I need to stop these guys picking up combat, because it's taking combat through here as well. Which we don't want. That's supposed to be just for tools for now. We don't want combat going that way, because it'll disrupt this line here. It'll also get dropped off in the wrong place. A city east that needs tools, in case you need to increase the demand on that. Do you mean Seattle or something else? It's the east of West Covina. What, Palm Bay? Seattle? Yeah, it's just getting it there is the problem, isn't it? There's a lot of, uh-oh, I think it's crashed. Has it crashed? It has crashed. It always crashes when you zoom out maximum. That's when it crashes. That's the first time today. You're off to the dog groomers. Let me load that in. Yeah, Denology, it doesn't always crash on me either, but it does. When I zoom all the way fully out, that's when I get the crashes. And it's something to do with ships, he said. It's something to do with the waves on ships when you're fully zoomed out. I've broken it again. Uh, 10th of May, I think, Pep. I was looking at something as well. What was I looking at? That was it. The fuel. I was thinking there's a lot of fuel here. 130 capacity. Oh, we're moving all of it, so that's fine. I was wondering if we had enough capacity on the ships, but given that we're moving everything, we do. That's been moved, that's fine. Does that have enough crude, I wonder? That actually needs a bit more demand on it. To get more demand on that, we need more demand on this. At the moment, we're only sending it to West Covina and New Orleans. Can we send it somewhere else? I mean, Fargo will take fuel, but getting it down there is a real pain. Besides, they've got their own refinery. Where else can we send fuel relatively easily? Hayward, maybe? What we could do, actually, if we was to bring that stone to here and put Conmat into New Orleans, which we're not doing, that would mean building a port, which would then allow us potentially to move fuel to that port. So we could take fuel up to Hayward and Conmat. This would work, actually, wouldn't it? If we have a ship that can take 2 cargo types, Conmat and fuel, then we can move Conmat and fuel from between a port here and a port here. So we take Conmat that way and fuel and bring stone back that way. Stone would go into here. The fuel would come from this existing transfer. That would work quite well. So I think we should build a port over here, bring the stone to it, and then drop the Conmat and fuel up here. And then create a shipping link here. And Conmat to there.